with clients all the time who have to make the decision between buying kind of a step up home right now or waiting until they can afford their $1 million dream home later. So this video is all about whether it's financially smart for you to make that mid-step move or to wait, maybe renovate your current home or save that money so that eventually you can buy the home that you're really dreaming of. Now, ideally, we would all just love to buy our dream home right now. I really want one in Ken Carroll so I can have access to the amazing trails, have a great big backyard and a basement for my kids to run around in this summer. That would be fantastic. But I don't. And so I am in the process myself of figuring out what to do also. The clients that I talk to regularly, though, are usually asking me these questions. Does it make sense for us to take a HELOC or use some cash right now to make our current home livable? Or should we go ahead and make that mid-step up? And we do realize that there are costs, right? The selling costs, the stress of moving into a new home right now when you're thinking it's not your forever home. Maybe it's your 5 or 10-year home and you're eventually going to have to pay realtor fees, pay for fixing it all up again someday and make another move. Or should we, just wait and save our money? So really and truly, when I look at your current home with you, what I do is I see, does the layout make sense for you and your family right now? Now, obviously, staying in your current home is probably the least stressful and maybe the least expensive version of this scenario. But also, you can't change things like a very small primary bathroom. You can't build a basement. You can't change the layout of the main floor. So while you can put a bunch of money into upgrading the kitchen or bathrooms to make them absolutely beautiful, that money can't buy you a better layout, a better location, or extra square footage. I personally think that it makes more sense to save, let's say, your $80,000 or so that you would maybe put into a remodel, and then go out and purchase the home that has the layout that you want, the location that you want. If you make that move into, let's say you own a $600,000 house right now, and now you want to move up into an $800,000 house. This is a much bigger lifestyle upgrade than just remodeling a kitchen. And very often we can find you what you're looking for. And to be honest, we can find you a really great deal on that new property, especially in this market right now. And hopefully the payment stays within your comfort zone because we can secure some seller concessions to help you buy down the interest rate. Not only that, you build equity faster in an asset that is worth more. So in your $600,000 home, let's say it's appreciating at approximately 6% annually, it will become worth about $1 million in 10 years. But if you purchase that $800,000 home with the same assumed appreciation, that home will now be worth $1.4 million in 10 years. So just by leveling up your home right now and taking that mid step, you could potentially end up with, an extra $400,000 of equity in that mid step home that then makes your dream home more in reach. And then you can always upgrade again later, or you can keep the home, and if you've been able to save some money, you can use it as a rental and purchase your dream home eventually. And I do really recommend that if that's possible for you to keep your current property, then it makes sense. But sometimes, there are factors like commute or needing extra bedrooms because your family is growing. And so that doesn't always make sense. You might just want to make the move instead of keeping your current home as a rental. Okay, so the option of waiting to buy your dream home. Now, the benefit to waiting is that there's only one move. There's only one set of fees you have to pay. And if that's within reach relatively soon for you in the next few years, I think it's probably a good idea for you to stay in kind of your entry level home and then save that money and ask me for help if you need to know what kinds of things will net you the most gains in repairs and upgrades in your current home, so you're not wasting money but you're making it livable. And then save that money so that you can buy that $1.2 million dream home that you've been eyeing. If you're financially on a path that will allow that to happen for you, that's amazing, first of all. And it definitely avoids the double move and having to buy twice with all of the costs that are involved in that. However, sometimes that's not within reach yet, and it's definitely a bigger financial leap. The long game is important to think about. The appreciation of a $1.2 million property, assuming that same 6% over the course of 10 years, that could possibly be closer to $1.8 million. And so that dream home will almost become out of reach for you if you wait. So by making that mid step sooner than later and not putting all kinds of cash into your current home, just do enough to make it sellable, right? Do some paint, do some carpet. I have other videos on that. You should definitely check those out. Then use your cash that you have right now to go find the house that actually fits your family and your lifestyle in the location that you actually want, even if it's not all the way perfect in your dream world. I would, of course, love to help you make decisions about what makes sense. And just so you know, doing nothing and just waiting and suffering, you don't have to do that. That actually could cost you more than trying to make a move sooner, because prices will probably continue to increase just as they have over the course of the last 50 years in the Denver market. And right now we are seeing an incredible opportunity for buyers to secure seller concessions to help them get that interest rate where they want it. So don't feel like you're chained to your 3% interest rate. I can help you, my lenders can help you find the payment that works with your budget in a house and location that you love. What's my name? Let's think. I'm Heather O'Leary, your Colorado homegirl, and I would love to chat with you. So schedule on my Linktree and have a great day.